not on my own. So I'm back out doing some more landscape photography today. I've come up to Grizedale and I'm close to where that creepy building was. And it's a bit of a nicer day today. I was planning on going up Connor Snowman, but it's just blue sky at the moment. And I don't really want to climb up a big hill to get views like that. There is a little bit of a glow in the sky though, so that could possibly be the wrong decision. But I'm hoping that when we get to this open bit, there's some nice light hitting the trees. And then I think what I'm going to do is go and check out that building first, because the sun is right in front of me there, and I think it should hit the back of the building if it works out like it does in my head, which is unlikely. But we're almost at the open bit now, so we'll check this out first. Not sure if it's going to be better to have the sun behind us and look at the trees, but got to watch out for the shadows. But I think it might be better looking down here onto all these trees. We'll head back to that spot over there and look up to where we are now. That's not what I wanted. This isn't quite what I wanted actually. I think I've dropped down too low. So we'll go back up to that bit where it's sunny and where we just came from. And then we'll go into the woods. I'm back up near the top again now, and because the sun's so high, I think what I want to do is try and hide it behind a tree, and you get the rays coming through it. So I quite like this corner. See where the light's cutting right across. And there's that looks like a Christmas tree. I don't really know any tree names. So I think we'll set up here, get a shot here when we got something, and then we can experiment more after that. You get them trees off in the distance as well. So I think we'll go for a landscape shot. I've got the camera all set up now, and I've gone for a slightly different exposure. I got it just in time actually. That light's gone. When I got here, there was a strip of light cutting across there, and I thought that's what I wanted, but I couldn't quite frame it up right because I wanted to get them trees off in the distance over there, and it just wasn't quite working. But I'll put the picture that I got up onto the screen now, and then I don't know whether it's worth getting a picture over here. I can't see any compositions there though. No, we'll go into the woods. We'll go to that building while it's light, and then I am tempted to go back there later on once it's gone fully dark, because I brought a big torch with me, and I was thinking if you put a torch inside it, it might look even creepier than it was last time. So we'll see how that goes. And after that, I don't really know. I've left this a bit too late, I think. We don't have that much light left. So we'll just get cracking. So I put this video camera away, and then I stood here and stared for a little bit, see if anything caught my eye. And I quite like the tree that I pointed to in the last video. And it's the bottom of it's in the shadow, and the tops of the trees are catching the last of the light. So I've stuck the 100mm on, and it's sort of an inch above the tree line. Then you get the trees in the light, the shadows in the bottom, and that big tree. So yeah, that works out alright. I always struggle to think about stuff on the camera, so that helped. Just notice you can see the sea right out there. So I don't know what to do. My head's all over the place today. I kind of feel like if I go in there, I'm going to regret it, because when I come back out, it's going to be dark, and it's probably going to be dark in there. So let's get a picture of the sea as well, and then we'll run through that shot properly. I think stopping and having to think about it was the right decision to make. I've found something that I'm happy with now. I would have just been running around in the woods, like clutching at straws, just trying to find anything, and I probably wouldn't have got anything in the end. So what I've done here is I've stuck the 400mm on the 5D, and out to where I pointed to the sea before, I realised that you can see the Blackpool Tower and the big one, like the roller coaster, and it's got the sea below it, and I think it might be Chapel Island on the right hand side. That's slightly too far to the right for this shot, and I did get that a minute ago as well though. And it's got the trees in the bottom. I think I might wait here for the sun to set, because it's changing colour now. And tempted to put the 400mm on to the 7D, then I can get a bit closer and we can get a look at Blackpool Tower. Could do it on this video actually. Yeah. I'm at it again. Can't make a decision. So we'll wait here for a little bit, wait for that light to change, and then keep an eye out here, and then see what we come away with. So the light's changed again a little bit. A big cloud has just rolled in behind Blackpool. So I think the light was actually better before, but it's still been quite nice to just stand and watch. The light looks quite nice that way, doesn't it? I'll quickly run through the setup that I did for this one, and then I think might go on a little wander again now that we've got something here. I'm happy with that shot, so if we can get anything else on top of this, then that's a bonus. So I've got the 5D with a 400mm, and I started cheating a bit today. I don't have a filter holder for the 400mm, and I do sometimes hand hold the filters on front of the lens, but the longer the lens is, the more it notices camera shake, and I'd rather just avoid that altogether. So what I've done is I've bracketed, so it's taken an exposure in the middle, then one stop underexposed and two stops underexposed, and then one stop overexposed and two stops overexposed, and then you can stitch them together afterwards. Well, if you want to. I'm not too sure if I actually want to bring out the shadows in the bottom half, because I quite like the silhouette in the shot, but I know that if I don't get it, I will want it. So it's just like a bit of a safety net. So tripod's important for that. Then you get the same frame for each picture, and especially with the longer lenses, then you can avoid camera shake. Just stick a 2-second timer on and take that. So I think I'm going to put this video camera away for a little bit. I'm going to try and find some compositions quickly before all that light goes, and then we'll head into the woods and go and find that creepy building. I'm at that building now. I didn't really see anything on the way down, but I'm glad that I didn't come here before, because it didn't really get any of the light. That's the building there. So I'm gonna have a quick play before it gets too dark. It's like a horror film. So what I think I'm gonna do is stick this torch in the little doorway, point it outwards, see how that looks. I would like to get it to come out of that keyhole bit that's at the top there, or maybe just lighting up the tree branch that's in front of it. So I guess the options are to stand down here and point it up that way, maybe get it onto the front of the building somehow. We'll try it down there first. So I think if we stick it in that hole, facing outwards, so that's pointing at this tree here slightly. I don't think that'll look very good, but we'll try it. So I'm focused on the building. 1.6 seconds, that's a bit dark. 2.5 seconds. Thing is, if we're starting to do long exposures, we may as well stand off to the side and paint a bit more light in. I wasn't that keen on that shot then. So what if we stood here and went down there and lit up this area here? So we'll stick the camera onto a 10-second timer instead. We'll start that one. I can't stand there because I'll be in the picture. Ramble. And then we'll... Okay, so that plan's not going to work because I'm there. Maybe if we stand over there then. Should be a bit of a softer light now as well. We'll just circle it around like that. That one doesn't actually look massively different to the first one without the torch. So maybe we need a more focused beam of light. So I think rather than moving it around like I was, I might just keep it in one place. Just deciding which bit to point the light at. It might be better to try and light up the front of the building actually. That would make more sense. Nothing about this makes any sense. I think I prefer the idea of the front being lit up though. I think that'll look better. So let's try lighting it from down here. I think I'm just going to have a bit of a play here, and then once I've worked out what I want to do, we'll catch up on the video, because I haven't got a clue really. Just having a bit of a play and then we'll get out of the woods. So I've got the camera set up now, and I've gone back to the first idea that I had, which was sticking the torch inside the building. It's just down in that bottom hole, and it's pointing out up at that big branch. It's not quite what I had in mind, but it doesn't look bad. We'll take another one. It's getting darker all the time, so maybe it just needs to be a bit darker for it to work. But I think I don't want to be in here when it gets pitch black, because the last of the light is lighting the side of the building up. You can't see it there. But I've got to walk about 2 miles that way, so don't really feel like being in here for too much longer. It's not that creepy yet, but I imagine it will be. So I think I'm going to end the video here. Been a sort of successful trip. I'm glad I didn't go up Conisnell Man, because the sunset wasn't anything special. But I hope you liked the video. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you next time.